Should the Maandamano proceed or should the Maandamano stop? This has been a debate among Kenyans, among netizens, and there have been proposers and opposers, of course. So Khalif Kairo has been one of the people proposing for the Maandamanos to stop, and he has been very vocal about this on his platform. Recently, he typed on his TL and said, "Continue destroying your country then. Those of us with strong international connections can always move and go build other countries like Somalis have done. Nyinyi wenye hamna kazi, kesho economy ikicollapse kabisa ni nyinyi mtaumia zaidi, lakini hamtaki kutumia akili." This tweet in particular resulted to a lot of backlash from the rest of the bigwigs on X, and even threatened to expose some of the skeletons that Khalif Kairo may be hiding in the closet. An ex-user calling himself Kiseveve replied to him and said, "Young man, before you leave, I will make sure that Kenyans know what you and your crew were doing in Tate apartments in Kilimani the whole of 2022. He then followed with a politician who was actually a former governor, had some cash he needed to launder. At the time, he was at odds with the government. Meanwhile, Cairo was struggling financially and couldn't even pay his rent after the fallout with former IBK members. The governor had a plan." From these tweets, this person is suggesting that Khalif Kairo has at a point in time been involved in wash. These tweets, of course, sparked curiosity, and some Kenyans were trying to understand which governor was Kiseveve talking about. Here is a netizen trying to solve the mystery. A former governor at odds with the government. Does he, for some reason, wear Gucci designer pants? And Kiseveve replied by saying no. There are also photos that surfaced, and these photos are photos of Khalif Kairo with the former governor of Nyandarua, Francis Kimemia. Francis Kimemia was the governor of Nyandarua County from August 2017 to August 2022. In the year 2022, Francis Kimemia stirred controversy by discussing the influence of the deep state in Kenya politics, claiming that the deep state significantly impacts election outcomes and governance. This statement was in alignment with William Ruto's accusations, the then deputy president, that the deep state was planning to rig the elections. Aligning himself with Deputy President William Ruto's accusations against the deep state might have further strained his relationship with the then administration, given the political tensions between Ruto and President Uhuru Kenyatta's camps at that time. So going by this, is the governor that Kiseveve is talking about Francis Kimemia? We have a photo of him with Khalif Kairo, and what I've just told you is information suggesting that he may have been at odds with the government at the time in 2022. A post made by Khalif Kairo back in 2022, although it is currently deleted, also resurfaced. It read, and I quote, "I have this afternoon sealed a deal with my father and my God, Francis Kimemia. I will be getting CEC position in his county government." So the question remains, is all this just a coincidence? Kiseveve wasn't the only one with such allegations against Khalif Kairo. There's also a person who seconded him and said, "I second this. I also have information of what they were doing Pale Valley Arcade Mall. No stone will be left unturned." Khalif Kairo, on his part, has defended himself by saying he is willing to give out 1 million shillings to anyone who will come with receipts showing that he has been involved in money laundering. His reply to Kiseveve was, "I owe my success to God, now that's why I am outspoken as I am. I don't owe my success to any human. I started Kai and Cairo at my lowest mkiona, and I have built it to what it is, one car at a time, thanks to God's favor. Lakini jumnataka kuongea, please carry on." Back to his tweets about the Maandamano, people still believe that he was paid to deter people from going to the Maandamano. People are saying that it's okay if you don't want to go to the Maandamano, but why does he keep making points advising people not to go to the Maandamano. And a good question was raised by Dennis Ombachi, who said Cyclops' addiction to clout might have finally caught up with him. Those who went into parliament being kidnapped and disappearing, lakini wewe huko nyuma ukishoot content in 4K using others as canon folder uko tu sawa. Watu sio wajinga bwana. They got to him. You have no range to lecture us on sending people to the streets. You charged them to their death for content. Well, I'd like to hear your thoughts on all that I've talked about in this video, about Khalif Kairo being involved in money laundering, about him being paid, and about him using the protests to chase clout.